Hello, everyone. Welcome back to E20 Zone TV. I hope you're having a good Wednesday. West Ham are looking to sign a player, which is a shock, and it's progressing nicely. So everyone is saying, but Flynn Downs, never heard of this kid. Done a little bit of research before I started this video, and he's a big West Ham fan. He's from Brentwood. He's 23 years old, and yeah, like I don't know what to make of it. I really don't know what to make of like the signing. But the news broke earlier on today, and Darmashef, who, let's be honest, he's pretty much in the know with transfer dealings and all that. All ran the clubs. Put this out today, and it was this: West Ham United are close to finalising a deal for Swansea City's midfielder Flynn Downs. Fee under discussion, believed to be worth 12 million. Told West Ham increasingly confident of completing the move for Flynn Downs. Now, what do we know about Flynn Downs? As I say, I'm going to be brutally honest tonight, and I'm going to say I have never seen this geezer play, not once. I've seen a clip of him on a YouTube thing, like on the clips, but I've got no idea what he's like. Do you know what I mean? And how he plays. I don't know where he's going to fit in West Ham. That's the major thing that sort of baffles me a little bit. Is he going to be fourth choice? Is he going to be third choice? Is he going to be a regular? I don't know. So let's start off with this. This is what I've come up with earlier on, and sort of went through his little history. As I say, he's Flynn Downs. He's aged 23 years old. He was born in Brentwood. His birthday's in January, and he's going to be 24. So yeah, he started his career at Ipswich Town from 2017 to 2021. Had a loan spell with Luton at that sort of time in 2018, and he had 10 appearances at Luton, no goals. At Ipswich, he was highly rated. He come through there, as I say, through their youth system, and he looked the real deal for them. And then in 2021, he decided to make a move to Swansea in a £1.5 million deal. 37 appearances, 1 goal. Make it what you see it of them facts, but I don't know what to expect. I don't know what to expect from this kid. You go for Onana the other day on Monday, and now on Wednesday you're going for a championship player who, let's be honest, no one really knows. Like, if you want to be brutally honest, no one really knows what this lad is really alike. Yeah, he's got a few good touches from what I've seen on the clips, but like, this is Premier League, and we need power and like solid people in midfield. And I think he's a very good. Like, he holds the ball up well. Like, he looks like he can pass the ball decent. But for me, I think personally, it's the replacement for Mark Noble, in my opinion. So I don't know. Like, my thoughts on this one is, if it goes through, then great. He's a West Ham fan. He's going to fight for the shirt 100%. Is he really what we need? Like, or is it like fourth choice? Because you go from Onana on the Monday and you're going for Downs on the Wednesday. It's very, I ain't gonna say deflating, because he's a West Ham fan. He's one of us, so he's going to give it everything. But I don't know what to make of it. I really don't. So let's get to your comments and see what you think in the chat. Never heard of this guy. Nor have I, mate. If I'm being honest, I don't know what to expect, Rich. If I'm being truly honest. And anyone in the chat who's watching this right now, please tell me what you think. Do you think he's going to, like, where do you think he fits? For me, looks like an all-rounder. Loves Alex Song. Well, I mean, yeah, but he's probably watching Alex Song in them days when he was here, the kid. Worried most of the Swansea forums don't seem to be bothered and happy to take 12 million though. Well, that's not good. I mean, one for the future, maybe, or Souček is on his way. I think it's a bad move if you're bringing this geezer in and you're taking Souček away. If you bring Onana in, you sell Souček. All well and good. By all means, do that. I'm not convinced on this one though. I really ain't. Yeah, again, it's another one that I'm like that with. Like, it's a championship player. He's a midfielder, so he's going to be in amongst it. Don't know. But maybe they are used to selling players each season. Maybe. Best pass completion in the 92 this season in front of Rice sounds decent. don't get me wrong, that's good, George. Right? I can't not disagree with that. That's good if he's played in the Championship. But Premier League, he ain't got the time to do that, is he? Let's be honest. Unless he's passing is absolutely phenomenal. And to not get no other clubs really picked this geezer up, and we picked him up completely out the blue. I think if you asked 100 West Ham fans, you might find 2 who know who this geezer is. And then listen, I follow a lot of football, and I'm quite knowledgeable when it comes to football, but I've never even heard of this geezer. And when I started doing the research on him, like he played for Ongi Town in like 2005, I think it was, or something like that, as a youngster, as a kid. So I really just don't know what to expect of him. And this is a stab in the dark for me, big time. What we got? Let's get down to it. I'll get to your comment in a minute, mate. Yeah. We need better quality than this. I agree. I do. But I'm not going to knock him. He's a West Ham boy. He's a fan. He's one of us. We're going to support him. But this just feels like it's like third choice or fourth choice midfielder. And really, you go for a Nana for 23 million. It's like, well, they want this amount. Well, we're not going to get him now. Do you know what I mean? That's it. He's gone. And then we go for a 12 million pound player who's, yeah, he seems pretty decent from what George is saying, but can he do it in the Prem? Is he Premier League proven? Because everyone keeps saying about Premier League proven. We're going to find out if it's definitely on the cards. He don't seem to win many headers for someone 6'4". Yeah. Two pie and mashed governor. What we got here, mate? My son played with him and knows him well. He comes from Brentford. Really good player, mate. Loves a tackle, good passer of the ball. His dad is a West Ham fanatic. Very good on the ball, lads. Well, listen, mate, thanks for joining tonight, right? Because I needed your help, brother. I'm not going to lie to you. I did see he was from Brentford. I've done a little bit of research. I know he's sort of an Essex boy. It's a very... I don't know what to make of the signing of this man. That's the one thing I will say. I just don't know what to make of it. I don't want to get excited for him and say yes, he's going to be the best thing since sliced bread, and then get let down. But then if I don't say anything, then it's like I'm not supporting the geezer. So it's an hard one with me. Listen, what you're saying there, I'll go back to your comment once again. If you're telling me that, I'm going to take your word for it. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to respect your word on it because I don't know. I don't know. I would have to see him over 5, 6, maybe 10 games to get a fair assessment of him. If he is a good passer of the ball, then that's good. But then, is he strong? Is he going to be like if you're going for a midfield, like when you had Declan and Suchek in their primes, basically when Suchek was on it, they was a phenomenal midfield. Can Flynn Downs come in and do that job? Do you know what I mean? He's done well for himself. This kid, like he come from Ipswich as a like he was from the youth academy at Ipswich Town, and he went to Luton on loan. And if I got this right, maybe two Pies and Mash will tell me different. But he went to Luton and he had a really good loan spell there, and then he would come back to Ipswich and he sort of broke into the first team. And then from then he played for Ipswich, and I think he wanted to change. He wanted to have he needed a move. I think he requested a move, and he went to Swansea. So hopefully I've got that right. He does look good on the ball. What we've got here, I'm going to try and get through all your comments tonight, brother. Let's have a look. You've skipped on me, has it? Used to play for a side called Onga Town. That's it. That's the side I was thinking. I thought it was like Onga something. I know that Juniors was very good. Stand-out player in Ipswich can be very good on the ball. Two Pies, nice one, mate. I'm glad you're in here tonight. He's a proper Essex lad. Yeah. Well, it shows you. Listen, if Two Pies and Mesh is saying it, listen, my research is good then. That's all I'm going to say on that. So, do you know what I mean? He might be Suchek's replacement with this lot. Yeah, it's an upgrade on Krell. I totally agree. Hopefully, he's okay. Personally, 99% of West Ham supporters have never heard of him. Totally agree, the usual suspects. But maybe as a surprise. Listen, we never heard of a few players before who've come in and sort of done it well. Do you know what I mean? And maybe. But listen, I've got someone in the chat who knows him. Give the lad a chance, lads. He's a very good acquisition. Yeah, listen, I'm taking your word for it, mate, 100%. Everyone's slating the signing of Dawson when he come in. Not going to write this guy off just yet. I see if Moyes has watched him previously and wants him to be, it's good enough for me. George, I agree, mate. I agree. But does he start for you? That's the question I need to ask. Would you start him with Rice? Is he good? I don't want to say is he good enough to start with Rice, but I've got to be honest. Is he good enough to start with Rice? Like, if you had a toss-up between Souček, Rice, or you had Downs and Rice, or, for argument's sake, Onana and Rice. Onana and Rice sounds like that's Indian. You know what I mean? Let's get to this one. Mark Warburton has been watching him all last season. Well, there you go. So that's a Mark Warburton signing then, if that is what you're saying, mate. What do you make of the inquiry into Jordan? I'm not even going to butcher that name up, mate. Sorry about that. Another centre back. No idea, Robert. I really don't know, mate. I'm honest. Yeah, sweet, mate. All good. Nice one, man. He's 5'8". Well, is he? Evening, people. Hope we're well. Lucas, hope you're good, mate. Are you busy? The boy can play. Well, listen, I'm glad I've got people in the chat who are telling me this, because I'm going to, as I said earlier on in this video, I've got no idea. I'm usually pretty good on the old player front. But if you're telling me that he's a player that's decent, who would you compare him to in the squad right now? Is he like a Fornals type player? Good pass for the ball? Is he like an industrial midfielder? Or is he like a creative midfielder? What sort of midfielder is he? Warburton was the one who recommended him. Well, there you go. He's worked his magic already. I'll give it another 2 weeks. If we ain't signed no one, I'm going to get concerned. 100%, mate. Listen, I think this is a good signing. If people in the chat are coming in and saying, James, he's a good player, then I'm not going to say any different. I will judge him in pre-season if he plays games, and I'll judge him when the big games come up. But is he a starter, though? That's the one thing that needs to be sort of spoke about. Does he come in? Does he start in front of Souček? That's the big question for me. Moyes will make him into a Premier League proven player, hopefully. Yeah, I hope so, mate. He sounds like Declan Rice. He does, mate. I must admit, if you go onto YouTube and put in his name, you'll find a Q&A with him, with some woman, and yeah, he's a proper Essex lad, mate. But that's what we need. Like, for me, it's like a Mark Noble 2.0. That's what it is to me. He's come to the club that he supports, and he will feel the pain of the supporters as much as playing. Do you know what I mean? So when you're a fan and you're playing, let's be honest, Mark went through the same thing, and I think Flynn wants to go through the same thing and all. So there you go. Do you know what I mean? Let's have a look. We've got. Just skipped on me, but I'm getting back to your comments. I'm getting through all these comments tonight. He was quality at Ipswich Academy, mate. Yeah, listen, when I done my research earlier on, I was checking this geezer out, and some of the stuff I was reading, I was like, you know what, he ain't too bad, you know. But obviously, reading it, talking about it, we've had a lot of players who have come to the club with been a name and been supposed to be good, then haven't really cut it. But if you're telling me that he's a decent player, mate, I'm going to take your word for it. So, yeah. Troj says, fair enough. He's 5'8" of 9. He's not 6 foot. Well, if he is 6 foot, mate, let's hope he can jump. Yeah, you're right. 100% right. Moved to the Championship from Ipswich. He was on loan at Luton. Yeah. Well, listen, if this proves a lot to everyone tonight, mate, you might not be the biggest channel, right? Might not be the biggest channel. But my research is bang on, bro. That's 100%. So, yeah. Gonna be a flop signing by Moyes. Oh, East Side views, mate. You got to positive vibes make for better lives, mate. That's what I'm gonna say about that. I think this is a positive move. This doesn't give me any confidence, but we haven't heard of Bowen really either, didn't we? Yeah, I agree. I've got to say I did hear of Bowen. I had a lot of knowledge on Bowen, and when we signed Bowen, I was over the moon, mate, when we did. So, yeah, I know quite a lot about Bowen, and it took Bowen 2.5 years to be the player he is, let's be honest here. If it's going to take Flynn the same amount of time and he comes in, and he's going to love it, because he's not going to be just a player at West Ham, he's going to be a fan at West Ham and all. So he's going to feel what we feel day in, day out, week in, week out. So, yeah. What we got? Let's hope he's a Bowen and not a Hugo. Yeah, let's hope so, mate. Let's hope so. East Side views always doom and gloom. Oh, underwhelming signing, in my opinion. This signing just seems to come out of the blue. I don't know if it's a Moyes signing, but we've been linked with better players. Do you know what? listen, I'm not going to disagree with you. I don't want to be a negative vibe on this one tonight. But if this geezer comes in and he's a gem, then we ain't going to complain. It's another masterstroke from Moyes and the boys. People are saying he's a decent player. Can he do it in the Premier League? We're going to find out. If he signs for West Ham United and it's a done deal, then we're going to know what this geezer's all about. It doesn't. I agree. It is an underwhelming signing because when you're getting linked with Onana the other day, who's a powerhouse, and then this lad comes in. To me, it just doesn't fill you with. How can I put it? Like it just doesn't. You just don't get the buzz of this one. Do you know what I mean? This one's completely come out of the blue, like Vlasic did. But I'm going to keep positive on this one, all right? And people are saying that he's a decent player. He's a West Ham boy and all, so he's going to know how it feels. So, yeah, we will find out very shortly. No need to start a flop. Give him a chance. I agree. You've hit it on the head, James. A noble replacement, younger, on the bench type. Yeah, I agree, mate. I really do. I looked at him earlier on. Someone put something on Twitter. I went and I put under. I retweeted it and I quoted it and I said Mark Noble 2.0. That's what I said. I think he looks like he plays similar to Nobes. Yeah, he's not going to score you many goals from the stats that I found out. And yeah, like for me, this is like third or fourth choice. I don't see this man starting games. That's the only thing I will say. I think he could be like another Alex Krau situation. He will come on for games, but I don't see him sitting there starting with Declan Rice unless he comes in and absolutely performs to a level that we've never seen before. So it will remain to be seen on that. It's Warburton that has seen him, mate, when he was manager of QPR last year. Yeah, we knew nothing. We know nothing. What's that? We know nothing. Dawson proved it. Yeah, but Dawson was not a bad player. Let's be honest. At West Brom, he's at West Brom for years. So yeah. Let's have a look. There goes Eastside View. What drugs are you on? Well, you know what I mean. Also, homegrown quota. Yes, Charles, you are right. English, and that's what we need in this new sort of system. Do you know what I mean? Fornells can't pass. Well, fair enough. Seems like we've only signed him because he's a West Ham fan. Oh, I don't know about that, mate. I don't know. There must be some element of skill with this man, and people have come in the chat tonight and said that he's a decent player. Now, there's levels to being a midfielder. There's Declan Rice's level, there's Thomas Souček's level, and then there's Alex Krau's level. And for me, I don't know where we've got him with this geezer. I really don't. And I can't judge him. I can't sit here and say, yep, he's going to be like him. Because I honestly just don't know. For Swansea last year, it would be interesting to get a Swansea fan on this channel. I might have to do a bit of scouting around Twitter and find a Swansea fan and get their opinion on this man. Because to sign for 1.5 million and sell him for 12 million, you've actually done not a bad bit of business there. Do you know what I'm saying? So it will remain to be seen. But for me, I look at him as a bench player. This is a man who's going to fill the bench, conference games. I think this is going to be his first season of just working his way into West Ham. Then maybe next season he might flourish into something special. Yet again, he could go the other way. So we just don't know. He's technically good, lovely pass with the ball, not really a goal scorer, puts himself about and loves a tackle. So really what you're saying is he is like a Pablo Fornells. He passes the ball, doesn't score many goals, and gets himself about and Pablo Fornells, mate. Pablo Fornells. Wish I could stress to West Ham United fans how good Dans is. Incredible player, and no doubt we will only get better made for the Premier League, and it was clear to see right through last season. You don't know about Downs, Lucas. I know you too well. Evening all. Evening happy hammerette. Souček goes, mate, 100%. And we've got a replacement in for him, probably a giant 20-year-old. Rojo, I reckon he's a done deal very soon. Actually, I want him to come here too. Well, he's building a young side, isn't he, Moyes? If he's going for 23-year-olds and 20-year-olds, he's looking for youth at the minute. It's proven youth, isn't it? Just because we don't know him doesn't mean he's not good enough. That's right. Listen, he could be good enough. He could come into West Ham and tear it up. But I don't see this man starting next year at present. He might start conference games, but I don't see him starting a Prem game. Not if Suchek and Rice are there. I just don't see it. Do you know what I mean? What we got? It's jumped on me. What have we got up there? Let's get to the top. Right. Well said, Lucas. 100% right. Yeah, Lucas is a good lad. He comes on this channel. Eastside Views is a joke. Do you even support West Ham? Scarborough? Eastside Views always negative. I do, but I don't like boys. My quote above is from a Swansea fan on Twitter. Well, I thought so, mate. Mark my words, mate. My son played against him all through the academy football. He's always shone through. Fair enough, mate. Fair enough. I'm glad you come on here tonight and spoke because you've helped me out tonight, mate, if I'm being honest. If Moyes goes east side of Views, I won't mind as long as we get poaching. Yeah. No one knew about Suchek, and now the fan base are desperate for him to stay. Oh, I don't know about that, Scarborough. I respect your opinion, but I don't know about if we want him desperate for him to stay. I think a lot of the fan base have had enough of him just sort of mediocre performances. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know about that one. Wolverton signing from the Championship. Yeah. Crystal Palace wanted him, and the deal broke down. Actually, Fundy, you make a valid point there, yeah? They didn't just want him this time, they wanted him last time, mate. Before Swansea got in there and got him, yeah, they was looking at him, Palace. So Palace have been on to this geezer for a while. And yeah, like I'm surprised Palace have come in again, so they must rate this geezer. But we've got him because really, I think we've got him because we're a fan. He's a fan of West Ham. That's the only thing I can say. He's a fan of West Ham, and I think that's what's given us the pull. But this comment coming up now is a great comment, yeah? No one said anything about this. It's this one. Is he better than Connor Coventry? Now, that is an interesting one, yeah? We've all wanted Connor to play. Is it the end of Connor Coventry at West Ham now? Like, if this man comes in, where does Connor fit? Like, I don't see where Connor fits at the club. So that'd be interesting for using the chat to give me your thoughts on that. Is he better than Connor Coventry? Maybe a Rice replacement for next season. Bed him in for this season, ready for next when Rice leaves. Possibly. I don't want to think about it, Marbella, Spain. I really don't. That day's going to haunt us all, I think, when Declan decides to not wear the shirt anymore. But you're not wrong. Let's put it like that. You're not far off. His heads will roll if Wolverton gets this wrong. 100%. Have we ever heard of Suchek, Kafal, etc.? No, I agree. Yeah, he's better than Coventry. Oh, that's a big statement, mate. A big statement. I hope you're right. But I respect your opinion. Best passer in the Championship. Yeah, that's what I've heard also. He idolises Alex Song when he played for us. So he's probably over there like 2015, 16. Yeah. No, it is, mate. No, it is. We are getting linked with a powerhouse in Onana, but he can't play like Downs. With Warburton coming in, I think he's trying to change our style to a more possession-based. Yeah, I agree. 100%. The moment Warburton come into the club, I went, right, that is West Ham trying to control games. And when we played teams of a lesser ability, last season, we struggled to break teams down. I don't know how many times last year we played them lower-ranked teams and we were struggling big time. Do you know what I'm saying? Struggling to try and get through teams and all that. So I think with Wolverton coming, I do make you 100% right there, Scarborough, on that comment there. That's the comment of the night, mate, 100%. Probably wonders himself from him, which ain't bad. Yeah, he ain't a goal scorer at all. He's technically a gifted player, very good on the ball, mate. Yeah. Hi, James. How you doing, mate? Hope you're well. Does this mean a bid for Conor Gallagher isn't on the cards? That's another one. I see a little link earlier on today about Conor Gallagher. I think if Conor Gallagher comes in, he comes in ahead of Downs. But I think it would not surprise me if, like, what people are saying in the chat, basically, yeah, like we're playing like this sort of technical midfield now. We've got a lot of technical midfielders coming into the club at the minute. Do you know what I mean? We've got no sort of rugged, no nonsense midfielders. So it will remain to be seen what happens there. 100%. He has scored 4 goals in 143 games. He's supposed to be an attacking midfielder. Yeah, I don't know, mate. I don't know. Lads, the fella is a local lad, supports the Hammers family, live in Essex. All the big foreign flops that go on for massive transfers, give the kid a chance. 100% agree, mate. I'm going to give the geezer a chance. Listen, right? People who know me on this channel and the people that follow me on this channel, on my journey on this channel for the last 10 months, is I do back players, yeah, and I don't just go in on players straight away. This, for me, I will say one thing, is an underwhelming signing. I didn't see this one coming. And I'll be honest, I don't even know who this geezer is deep down. So I can't judge his ability, but I'm taking Tupai as his opinion on it, and I'm respecting his opinion, yeah? So who knows what's going to happen with this man? But if he comes in and he performs, mate, it's a masterstroke, isn't it? But it's a big... I think he's going to get a bit of time, this geezer, because he's a fan. That's one thing I will say. So if he doesn't cut it the first season, the fan base will go, no, give him time. He's a West Ham boy. He knows what to do. Do you know what I mean? So he's going to get time, the geezer. That's one thing I will say on that. What about Ben Rama? You know how much I support Ben Rama, brother. Vieira wanted him at Palace, but he's a West Ham boy through and through, 100%, mate. Actually, he's a holding midfielder, my bad. Yeah, listen, if he's a DM, that's his job. Listen, I want my DM not to score goals. I want him to stop goals. And I want to see him in and around people and lots of energy. That's what we need at West Ham. And then our attackers, we want them to score goals. So when we're trying to get our DMs to score goals, our left backs to sort of chip in with goals, our centre halves to score goals, I want my front four, if we're playing a 4-2-3-1 system, I want my front four to score goals. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. Well, I have to get hold of him, mate, 100%. Let's get down a little bit. What we got here? I'm just trying to get through everyone's comments. There's so many comments on here tonight. I really do appreciate it, mate. 100%. What you got? That's true. Right. Let's get to this one. Conor Coventry will be going to Everton. Well, I hope not, mate. I really do mean that. Downs is composed on the ball. And I think he'll be good. Listen, as I say, mate, I hope you're right. I really do. I'm with you on this one because as I say, I don't know what this geezer is like. I don't think he comes in though and starts games, big games. I just don't think he'd be ready for that. But if he's going to sit on the bench, he's going to come in for games. And if he comes in and shines in games, the fan base will call for him to start, and we all know it. So we will see what happens. I want Souček to stay. Signing. If we sell Souček for 40 million, we'll spend zero this window. Yeah, but we should be spending money, not saving money. Do you know what I mean, Troj? I know what you mean. Downs is he's a good player. Looks at it through a little bit, but extra time on the ball. Yeah. Vieira wanted him, James, and he's a good coach and was a top player. I remember, 100% agree, mate. Yeah. What we got? I was just going to skip down. I'm sorry if I've missed any of your comments, but I'm just going to go through some of the people's comments. Yeah. Give a player who supports the club and comes in here the money regardless of ability. Yeah, listen, I totally agree, mate. I really do. Listen, he's a West Ham fan. He's one of us, so he knows what to expect. It'd be interesting if there's been contact between him and Mark Noble, for instance. It would be interesting, or Mark Noble's done something there, because that's a big commitment to go and play for the team that you support. Trust me, because imagine us, like as fans of the club, like we go and play for him. When we lose, we feel it twice as hard. I hope he's ready for that, because at Swansea, he hasn't got that. Yeah, if he loses, he's gutted. But he don't support him. Do you know what I'm saying? He's with West Ham. It's in your blood, isn't it? It's in your DNA. And for me, I hope he can handle that sort of expectation. That's one thing I'm going to say on that. What we got? Where does this leave Coventry? For me, mate, if I'm being honest, I don't know. I really don't know. Happy Emirates, I really don't. I'm gutted really for Conor, because has he been given a chance at all at West Ham? Not really. Do you know what I mean? And last season he went on loan, and Ekwa, I'm not being funny, I looked at Ekwa in a few videos while West Ham have been away, and he was excellent. So I don't know where this leaves Conor Coventry, if I'm honest. The one thing I will say, it could be another Josh Cullum situation where we wave him goodbye. Do you know what I mean? And if he does sign, then I don't see where Connor goes. If I'm being honest, he's going to go to Everton with Lampard. Let's have a look. No way, Declan's replacement. He's a noble one. We're getting a replacement soon for Souček. Dec's replacement will only happen when he leaves next season. Yeah, I slightly agree with that, mate. 100%. Who the fuck is Flynn Downs? Epic. Watch the video, bruv. Right. Respect your opinion. But Two Pies and Mash has told me all about him, and he's backed up my research. So yeah, watch it back, mate. I get Calvin Phillips vibes, similar style of player. Well, if you're saying that, Mitch, then that's not too bad. But is he a starter for you, though, Mitch? Would you put him in against Manchester City the first game of the season? That's what's more interesting. Would you start him in the Conference League because Declan's out? That's what we've got to look at. You know what I'm saying? I can see us being more possession-based team next season, and Downs is made for that. 93% completion last year, better than Rice, obviously in a lower league, but still. Yeah, listen, you can't knock that, but we all know it as fans. Premier League is the big league, all right? And he ain't going to have time. So I hope he can get out of tight spaces fast, yeah, because he's going to get pressed, and teams are going to press West Ham. And I think he's going to get pressed more than Dec. If they played as a two, then he's the one who's going to get pressed more because Declan can drive forward and he's got that power about him. Do you know what I'm saying? To get out of positions. What we got? Right. Yeah. Potential young Mark Noble. That's exactly what I said, man. Mark Noble 2.0 for me, 100%, which is good. We need someone in our ranks who feels for the club. Let's be honest, all the players we've got in our team, none of them would you say are supporters. I wouldn't say like Bowen's a supporter of West Ham. This geezer is. So it's going to be a good signing whatever happens. But I need to see a marquee midfielder coming in. If we're thinking about letting Souček go, if you go and get Onana, yeah, and as Declan Rice, Thomas Souček, Onana, and Downs, then fair enough. But we have seen this before in the past with players like Swansea have always developed players. They go to clubs, they just fade away. I hope he ain't the same with this geezer. But listen, I'm going to take people's on face value. James, can you see us getting our targets? A left back, left winger, central midfielder, striker. It's a bit worrying. Well, central midfielder is this Downs. Do I think he's the man to come in and be a first choice central midfielder? Not for me. I think he's a backup, 100%. Left back, the fear is Ben Johnson goes left back. That's the fear. Ashby, Cathal right, Ben Johnson and Cresswell left. No left back. That is a fear. That does happen. I'm going to be fuming, 100%. Left winger, I honestly don't know, mate. And centre forward, I think West Ham are putting all their eggs in one basket for Broja. So I don't know. I did see a link earlier on, and the man has come back to haunt us again. Brendan Diaz. You know what I mean? Man who's from Stoke, via Chile. Yeah, and we've been linked to him yet again. I don't want him at West Ham. If West Ham go for him, I'll be very, very pissed off because that is a cheap and cheerful signing yet again. So yeah, we don't want him at or I don't want him at the club 100%. So yeah. Remember to like the chat, everyone, and subscribe if you haven't already. Like and subscribe. Please do like the video, people. It goes a long way. It helps me out greatly. Souček is a top draw, and if we sell him, it'd be hard to replace. I don't know, mate. I don't know. I don't know. Jack Wilshere was a West Ham fan. Yeah, good comment. Jack was a West Ham fan. He didn't perform, but let's hope this geezer don't get injured as much as Jack. If he wears the shirt, I'm behind him, 100%. Don't forget, Darry was a West Ham fan. Look at shit he was. Yeah, I know, but you're going back 25 years ago, Peter. Come on, mate. Or 35 years ago. I know what you're saying, though, but we've got to give him some support. Do you know what I'm saying? Coventry will leave. Sadly, I think that will happen and all. I really do. Do you know what I mean? Imagine running out against Tottenham at the London Stadium, supporting West Ham, then playing for them and getting the winning goal. Fairy tale boys. Yeah, listen, if he scores the goals against Tottenham, Arsenal, Chelsea, and whoever else we play against, then by all means, I'll support this geezer and love him. You know what I mean? But can he be a first choice at West Ham? I just don't see him being a first choice, in my opinion. What is it? Coventry needs to stay. He's first team ready. Downs is a good defensive style player and plays with a lot of tenacity. It's a shame right now that for Connor, backroom staff rate him highly, but Moyes isn't 100% convinced yet. That has come out from X a month or two ago, which is a shame. This is a shame. You know what I mean? What wage would he be on? And Troj says 20k. Well, whatever he's on, he deserves it. He's grafted for it, let's be honest. Let him blend in first, yeah. We've got a Tottenham fan in here, so please do abuse him. Bro, Flynn Downs is an average championship midfielder. He ain't much better than Connor Coventry. Can't get this link, to be honest. Well, I don't know, mate. I'm not a chief scout. Do you know what I'm saying? 100%. And I did see your comment about your cup final. You know what I mean? So I just want to put that on there. What is it? Breadman wants us to be more effective next season. Yeah, nice to see us taking punts. Other teams are picking up proven Premier League quality for 10 million, such as Pope. Yeah, I agree. Stats can be misleading too. He makes too many easy passes. Championship pressing tempo isn't as high against high tempo. He struggles. I would love to have took Christian Eriksen though, mate. What a pass for the ball. Sinchenko's a younger Eriksen. Do you remember a West Ham boy called Liam Britton? Yes, I do. I went to school, and I think his mum was my dinner lady, I think he was. He was such a good player on the ball, went to Swansea, very similar to him. Yeah, I remember him. If this is true, Lingard is flying to America to talk to MLS clubs. Moyes has to stop this nonsense and move on to other players. I will quickly bring it up about Jesse Lingard, as Peter has brought it up. And news come out earlier on today that he's wound up his options in America now. He don't fancy England no more. Don't fancy East London no more. He fancies the US of A, Lucas's town. For me, this is a waste of time with Jesse Lingard, and we need to just let him go. And Moyes needs to just go, right, Jesse, right, no more. We can't do this. We can't carry on this love affair because it just can't happen. Do you know what I'm saying? If he does go to America and he is weighing up his options, Moyes needs to cut all ties with him straight away. What we have done for that man, I'm going to make this pretty short and sweet because I don't really want to keep talking about him because he should be at West Ham. If he really wanted to play for us, he would. Do you know what I mean? And people still believe he's the man. Do you know what I'm saying? So for me, Jesse, if you do decide to go to America, you've let yourself down, really, because you've chased a pound note. Do you know what I mean? You can't be skint lad. Right? I mean, you're not doing a 9 to 5. You're not working on a building site. You're not like cleaning toilets. You're a well-paid footballer. And to go to America just for a pound note, because it ain't for the league, it's for a pound note. It's borderline disgraceful. And you know what? If that is the case and that's what you want to do, we don't want you at West Ham. Simple as that. I don't. If you do turn up at West Ham, you have got to perform to the highest caliber for me, 100%. Because if you don't, you are going to get rinsed because you're trying to rinse us to a point. So it will remain to be seen what goes on with that. Jimmy Walker on Twitter told Downs 2 years ago that was Ipswich that he embraced Rice in a few years. Oh, did he? He's going back a long time back that way. Yeah. Remember when Dowd scored that own goal? Yes, I do, mate. I cried my eyes out that day. Sel Suchek, if anyone wants him, which I doubt. Right. Listen to about Jimmy Walker. That's true. Yeah. Right. I'm going to get down to this. Let's have a look. I'm going to start off here. If I've missed your comment, I do apologise. He's 29. Let him move on now. I don't want him to come here and let it go as much as I love West Ham. He doesn't want to end up knowing to move on. Yeah, right. What we got? Steve's in the house. Let Lingard jog on. If he's wanted to be here, he would have been here. by now. We need to move on. And I totally agree on that. And I'm going to leave it there. Listen, I've had over 130 people in this chat tonight. Right? I really do appreciate it. Flynn Downs, remember the name, right? Remember this video. Yeah, I mean, bid has gone in, looks very close. And I know people have come in here late, so I'm going to put this up for people who have arrived late. It's come out earlier on. And it was West Ham are close to finalising a deal for Swansea City's midfielder Flynn Downs. Fee under discussion, believed to be worth £12 million, told West Ham, increasingly confident of completing move. So that is him. Do you know what I mean? That is Flynn Downs, and he's possibly on his way to the east side of London. Being a West Ham fan, he's going to embrace it. Do you know what I mean? Only time will tell what happens with this man. But if he comes in, we're going to welcome him with open arms. It's a good signing. And hopefully he's the player that many of the people in the chat are saying how good he is. Your favourite is Wonky. Sorry, mate. This is not ITV. You know what I mean, Tone? So I'm not ITV. Anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to sort out my Wonky photo. Flynn Downs is possibly on his way for 12 million. Do you know what I mean? We need more. Will we get more? Who knows? But from me to you, have a good Wednesday and ta-ra.